Hello Leo, and welcome to your April 2023 reading. So, I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Magician. So, this month, starting this brand new spring year, we're talking about your capacity to manifest. As above, so below. Utilizing the 4 elements and your understanding of how the universe works and this beautiful duality dynamic. So that's the first card. Coming in the month, you're confronted with that energy of the Magician. During the month, 6 of Wands. It's that, you know what? I've got nothing to prove. I'm completely aligned and in peace with the past that is in the past, with the lessons of the past. They are understood to the point where outside of me, it is reflecting my new understanding. That's why you have the crown of laurel on the wand and on his head. And he is being cheered in the process, welcomed back. At the end of the month, here we have the 2 of Swords between the Page of Cup and the King of Cup. So it's almost like here the power of manifesting, of balancing your wands, your fire here, and ultimately it is going to be between those 2 aspects of water. The Page, that is maybe more, it's the new cup. It's the accepting to grab it, filled with potential. And the other one is the King of Cups. And they can be like this also. My decision is, should I take this? A new cup and mastering it, owning it, being grounded in it, or being very young in it or mature in it. I think it's going to depend, but it has to do with making a decision on my truth when it comes to water. So, and here at the beginning of the month, I think it's kind of obvious that it's going to be kind of an emotional situation for you. Under the Magician, we have the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Cups. Whoa, when it comes to my power of manifesting, I don't know where I'm going because I can only see my sadness. That's why there's kind of a decision at the end. I can only see my sadness. I can only see the cups that are spilled. But this is going to break down. And at the same time, the beliefs that were associated with those sadnesses are going to drop. There's a situation at the beginning of the month or at the end of the other month, you come in like this, where what was obstructing your view because it was blocked by all those times where you were carrying your old griefs and pains, and it kind of brought a certain vision of life that was much more painful. When you look at the 10 of Swords, you see how all those swords are on his spine, from the top of the neck here all the way to the coccyx, from the crown to the root chakra, all along the spine. There's 33 vertebrae, like one every 3 vertebrae. There's a sword. There's a belief that cuts the ointment, the sacred oils of the pineal gland and the apophyse in the back to go down your spine all the way to your root chakra. Well, this is being breakdown, and you are releasing all of this. So that's why you're like, I'm so done. I'm so coming back from war, coming back from the sadness, not keeping any of these wands, Six of Wands. Under that, I have Nine of Pentacles. I know my worth. I know this is when our past, our hardships and all of that have become our richness. I went through this and this and this, and it's not I went through all of this and it's blocking my view and I'm still feeling the pain from it. They have become, you know what? That's why I'm so solid. That's why I'm so rich. The pains were able to become a kind of fruit that adds to your value. And then we have these two guys. Hint, the future decision. I think this is the decision. But you're going to be conscious of these two guys. And they are very opposite in the sign they make with their hands. Okay? This sign and this sign. This sign, all you see is all there is. You know what, Leo? That is the only reality that exists because that was the only reality you've lived. You only know what you have experienced is to be the truth. But that is, see, half a cube is standing on half a cube, half knowledge. Cube is knowledge. He's sitting on half a cube because he's relying only on your past and what you've lived. And he's trying to tell you this is all it. If you can have like basic pleasures and survive, that's good enough for you because you won't have anything else. And the Pope, he's talking about something completely different. Him is saying, as above, so below. And you have the keys to choose what is the reality that is going to take flesh here. The keys of incarnation. You have the discernment of Jupiter. And you have the power to apply your spiritual knowledge and your discernment in this life of what you want to experiment. And it is going to be a choice of allowing, I think, this new water and being completely grounded, serene in your emotions and not blinded by your sadnesses. On the side here, they came out on the side, and I think it's because it's kind of in the process until you make that decision. And there's the healing, emotional healing, because we see the bigger picture here of abandonment, of lack mentality. I'm not enough. There's not enough there. I won't be chosen. I won't be received. I'll be abandoned. I abandon myself. I do not feel emotions. I feel snow because there's something that lacks in me. And there I have the Knight of Wands at the end because I think that once you... the Knight of Wands is in the here and now. So this is really going to be... Watch if you're not too reactionary here, Leo, but bring back your power is in the here and now. Here and now. What do I choose? What do I want? What do I desire? Follow his reality or his reality. Let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Leos. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides. Help me clarify this reading. For Leos for the month of April 2023. Leos for the month of April 2023. Okay. I have the Pope, and I have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the bottom of the deck here was the Seven of Swords. So here we have the Pope again. And the Seven of Swords is that disempowering belief that leaves us, there's nothing I can do about it because that's how life is, kind of thing. Okay. So here, releasing the disempowerment. Let's look at that. Ooh, okay, that was quick. That Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands is a bit like the Four of Cups, and it's true. Because see, he cannot see past these three cups in front of him. And look at him. He doesn't even see that this exists. That would have to be part of his truth, that this cup exists. But it's not part of his truth. He is blinded by all of his experiences that turned out to be sad. And here I have the Knight of Pentacles with it. Oh, there we have a Tower. Tower. So I don't know what happens to you, my beautiful Leos, but this is a lightning of, don't be afraid of the Tower, okay? It's a lightning of the divine that comes from the divine to shake a structure that is crooked to begin with. So we understand that whatever you build or that you try to grow based on this will always be painful and not viable. And the divine says, that's enough, Leo. I'm going to shake down these beliefs. I'm going to rip those 10 wands out of your arms if you're not going to drop them yourself. That's what the Tower is. And it is only painful if you resist it. The Tower is a bit like... I don't know if you saw the movie Jacob's Ladder. It was, I think, a movie's in the 80s. But anyway, there's a sentence in there that I remember since. And at one point, there's a man that explains to the guy who's the protagonist, that lives the story. Because he's kind of... things are getting more and more hellish around him. And it's surreal and all of that. And he tells him, he says, at the beginning, when there's something that you have to cross, transfer, let go, that's it, it's over, I have to pass on the other side. At the beginning, the divine will send angels to aspire you and guide you to the next stage. But if you resist, if you anchor yourself to what you know, even if it's done or if it's painful in your life, those same angels will transform into demons to rip you away from it. And the Tower is a bit that. When towers arrive like that, that means that for a while I had the signs that hanging on to this was blocking my view and stopping my growth. I knew it, but I didn't do anything about it. So then the divine sends a Tower, a lightning that shoves my crown of how I think I'm managing my life here. I drop to the ground. I won't die, but at the same time, I receive a download. Look at all those little yod, which is the Hebrew letter yod, which means the hand of God or the finger of God in the sense of receiving. I'm receiving a download at the same time. It's like drop this, but I am giving you also the way out. But if I'm resisting too much, I cannot see it. If I think that losing those 3 cups on the floor that are not so great is the end of the world, like this guy is telling me that there's nothing else, I'll never be able to see that cup. So it's to put you back into your power. Okay? Let's look at that Six of Wands. All right. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have Six of Cups and the Page of Sword. There's an understanding about what unconditional love is. That is coming. Like as you're saying, okay, I'm coming back from that. This is too painful. What is the Six of Cups? What is an open heart? There's something I need to understand about that. Nine of Pentacles. The obvious. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, there's two little packs that came out. So, Lovers in reverse. There's a decision that needs to be taken. A decision that is inspired by your higher self. Not just with the information of what you have known and lived. So that you can be in your power. And that you can see the bigger picture. Let's look at that Devil and the Pope right there. Can be talking about your ambition also, because the Devil can be Capricorn, 10th house, ambition, focus, discipline. But with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, I don't think so. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups. See, King of Cups, Page of Cups, all the cups. So it's interesting. And here I have the Three of Wands. It's one thing to, okay, this doesn't work anymore. But how am I supposed to see life so that what I want can come into those boats? Okay, what I expect from the future. Even if we're in a fire season here, and sure has a lot of emotions. Okay, look at that. The whole court is here. And did we have there it is. Yes, the whole court is here. There's nobody missing. So Queen of Cups is in reverse, and that's when emotionally we're still drowning a bit. And we're still resisting allowing. What are we allowing in our lives? Here, show me the decision. Show me the decision here. I'm gonna have to clear the cups because you don't see your way out. You don't see how should I behave then? What's the next path? I know that this path is not good anymore. It doesn't work. It's not functioning. I'm not in my power in it. But where's the new path? I'm looking in front, okay? Like those two characters are looking in front of them. But he can't see that new path here. He can only see what he has known. Can only see what he has known before in the past. And he can only have projections of his imagination, his wishes, but also his worst fears projected in front of him, of what is possible for him. That's why the Three of Wands was in reverse, because I cannot see in front of me. What is in front of me? If I don't want to keep imagining abandonment, ending up alone, ending up, not received and so on, because I have a hard time healing from the past ones, alchemically purifying my waters through making that the experiences purify my water because they're making me see the bigger picture instead of forming the walls of my prison in which I can only evolve in this. And maybe it's because this is about, we're in the month of Aries, we're in the month of Aries rules the first house of I am. So maybe ultimately, who am I? This is going to define the frame in which you can evolve, live, experiment things. Let's look at that Temperance and that 5 of Pentacles for Leo. Ooh. Okay, we have Justice in reverse. Whoops. There you go. Sorry. We have Magician and Temperance in reverse. So we need to turn that around. And the only way to turn that around is to make the choice to go get the cup that we need to master. And there is the choice. There is the choice that you have to make. I have to make the choice to go get the cup that I will master, that will give me that unshakable inner knowing that I am love, that I am peace and joy and serenity. I'm going to go get that cup that's going to allow me to then bring back justice into my life. Because if I am love and joy and peace and serenity, my dynamic with others will be in the sense that I will honor those things and act accordingly. For myself, I will protect my emotions and I will speak in the integrity of that emotional wisdom that I have. Let's look at that Knight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so be careful not to react right away. There's a shock. You want to react. You don't know what's the next step. Okay, so you probably won't have it right away in the month of April if this speaks to you. If your life is all smooth sailing, no problem. Of course, if you're not starting the month like this with 2 towers, maybe this reading is not for you because this is a general reading. But if during the month you kind of hit a brick wall of 2 towers, come back and read this, listen to this reading, okay? Because here, your Knight of Wands, you will want to kind of get in your car fast and run in the here and now, make a spontaneous decision, but it is not ready because you don't have your truth yet. As long as you haven't made that inner decision of owning and allowing and going for that extra water within yourself, your truth will be more of a reaction. And here I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a reaction based on your truth. That is that. That would be that. 5 of Pentacles. Heal first, and you don't have, it doesn't take 6 months. This just so that you can access the bigger picture here. Bringing the light on your emotions, allowing yourself to step back a bit, get out of your 4 of Cups, allow the new understanding or vision of or grasp emotional wisdom that wants to come in, because all of this is for you to end up with a 6 of Cups, being able to understand, maneuver, and have the truth of a 6 of Cups. Unconditional love, soulmate love, whatever. This is what the orchestration is trying to do for you, Leo. So, it's very important. So if you feel like reacting because of a tower, even if we're in Aries season and Mars is all exalted, it is possible because we do have, Mercury squaring Lilith and all of this in the mid-month. So, there's going to be, and Venus in Gemini, the mental structure is dealing with Venus and Lilith. So everything that has to do with, it's very hard to be more Lilith than this if you've been cast out of heaven because you didn't want to follow the rules. And you've been demonized and all of that. So all of the wounds of belonging and acknowledgement and so on, and the divine feminine of unconditional love and abundance are very relevant this month. So on this, my beautiful Leos, I am sending you all my love and light. And if you need a private reading, the description is below. There's a website. You just go on it and all the information is there. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. I am sending you all my love and light. And may you have a wonderful month of April. Don't worry about this. You got it. Just breathe and remember that you're loved.